Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 10 in college football with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Right now, we're going to take a look at Indiana, Michigan. Joe, thanks for being back with us.
No, thank you, Peter.
All right, before we hear your thoughts on Indiana, Michigan, give a plug for OffshoreInsiders.com. Did you have another good week this past week?
Yeah, no, anybody who really cares about long-term profit, they've been with us for years. They've already locked in the long-term packages, but those just waiting until we get hot before you jump on, now is the time. We enter this weekend 6-2 with our football picks, 6-2 also with our NFL Wise Guy plays over the past 2 weeks. So hop on this winning streak at the beginning, and you're going to be with us for many years to come. Already a big weekend up. OffshoreInsiders.com has all the details.
Sounds good, Joe. Michigan is a 7-point home favorite right now. That's down a bit from 7.5. And, you know, in general, Michigan's been a pretty underwhelming team this year, right? They don't look like they have much offense against any reasonable defense this year. And Indiana's off a bye. We know they're having a lot of problems at quarterback, and that can be very serious. That can, you know, reduce any team from decent or okay to an absolute disaster. But, you know, Indiana's off a bye, and I'm thinking that if they can, in that time, if they could somehow find a way to cobble together a reasonable offense, then I'm thinking with how, you know, lukewarm, mediocre, underwhelming, whatever adjective you want to use, Michigan has been this year, then maybe Indiana, even at +7, might have some value. Of course, it is tough to be a so-so team on the road in the Big Ten. What do you like here, Joe?
Yeah, no, again, we're agreeing with that. In the case of Michigan, I know I often say how teams rally around adversity, but that's usually when you're talking about just a singular case of adversity. But Michigan, they've had more than their share. Obviously, Brady Hoke came into the year as maybe the #1 guy. He and Will Muschamp, at least as far as high-profile colleges, guys who were on the hot seat. In both cases, I think they're both lame duck coaches. But then you want to add to that the whole concussion thing of a couple weeks ago. And now last week, they got their butts handed to them by their #2 rival, Michigan State. And there was a controversy about the players putting the stake in the field, which even Hoke came out and admitted that that was pretty disrespectful. So I think there's just so much distraction going around Michigan. This is a team that's just reeling. It looks like they're coming close to playing out the string. I don't think Brady Hoke has much of a chance at being back next year. Meanwhile, Indiana, you're right. They definitely do have their share of issues. But one thing that they do have is Devon Coleman, who is a tremendous running back. He's got 1,192 yards, 11 touchdowns, 170 yards per game. And most importantly, he's coming off of a rest, so he should be plenty fresh for this. As a team, Indiana averaging 6.4 yards per rushing attempt to teams that normally allow 4.3. Yeah, Michigan, they've been pretty good against the run this year, but again, off of that disheartening loss. And another case of, yeah, as I said, maybe another distraction. I just think that Michigan's very vulnerable here, and Indiana at least has a good enough running game to exploit that. So Indiana at the very least covers, and you know, this could maybe be the final nail in Brady Hoke's coffin. They might win the game straight up.
All right, makes a lot of sense to me. Joe Duffy recommending play on Indiana +7. Thanks, Joe.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.